I'm Christy Wrights, owner of Sunshine Yoga Sheboygan. Many of you know me from being upstairs in the studio, but I also help out quite often in our office, Better Life Chiropractic and Wellness, on the main floor of our building. So today I'm going to show you a few poses that can be done individually or in a sequence that you can do while you're at work. So it's always good to break up the workday, get a little bit of stretching, a little bit of exercise in there as well. So we're going to roll through a few poses that will help you out during the day. So the first one can be done seated, and this is cat and cow pose. And if you've been in the studio and you've seen this pose, we do it on our hands and knees. If that's not accessible to you at the office or at work, you can certainly do it in any chair. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. And so sitting in your chair, feet resting on the floor, we're going to articulate our spine and curl forward into cat. So we have a nice C curve in our spine. And then as we inhale, we'll come into cow. So pushing that tailbone out, getting that curve in the opposite direction here, looking up towards the ceiling, big inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to curl back into cat. So doing a few rounds of those. If you've been in our chiropractic office, you've probably done something similar to this on the wobble chair. So this can be done on a regular chair as well, working on that articulation through your spine. Okay, so that's pose number one. The rest of the poses can be done from a standing position. So I'll put my chair away here. So the next pose is standing forward fold. So standing with feet about hips width distance apart, I'm going to inhale my arms up overhead, stretch nice and tall towards the ceiling, and then as I exhale, I'm going to forward fold towards my thighs. So I can take a nice deep bend in my knees so that my belly can rest on my thighs, and then just allow myself to hang forward. I can also grab for opposite elbows and hang in a ragdoll here. And you can gently sway even from left to right if that feels comfortable for you. Taking 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. One more big inhale, and exhale. And then on the inhale, I'm going to come up to halfway lift. So in halfway lift, I want a nice flat spine, and I want my gaze about 3 feet out in front of where my feet are at. Still taking a slight bend in your knees. Hands can rest on shins or up on your thighs. You can also use that chair to help you in this pose too, putting your hands on the chair and coming into that 90-degree flat back. Feeling a nice stretch through your hamstrings there. So forward fold is the second pose, halfway lift is the third. And then the next pose is mountain. So just inhaling your arms up overhead, stretching through those shoulders, making sure we're not wearing our shoulders as earrings. So releasing those shoulders down the back. Taking a few rounds of breath here. One more big inhale. And then exhale, you can go ahead and release. And then the next pose is a neck and shoulder stretch. So I can clasp my hands behind my back, bringing those shoulder blades down the back. If this is not accessible for you, you can grab for opposite wrists, opposite forearms, even opposite elbows behind your back. So we're working on opening up through the chest. So whatever that looks like for you. And then once you have that grasp, you want to inhale and maybe look up. And then as you exhale, you can stay in that position, or you can gently take a forward fold, releasing those arms up off your back. Few rounds of breath. And then you bend bend those knees, come back up to standing, and then you can go ahead and release through those arms, giving them a little shake, and then get back to work. So it's always great to take a break during the day, and those are a few poses that will help you to move your joints in their full range of motion. So that's really critical to keep your joints healthy.